Hi, I'm Jennifer Hollick with the Ancestral Souls Wisdom School. I would like to invite you to check out my new classes that are part of my Coffee with the Ancestors series. In September 2021, I'm offering several new classes and a free 10-day military research challenge. If you are interested in taking your genealogical and military research and your ancestral lineage healing work to a deeper level, these classes might be exactly what you need to start jumpstarting that progress. One of the classes is Why Was Grandma So Mean? And we're going to be looking at the genealogical records and the family stories, the narratives that we've heard around a specific ancestor. Your ancestor might not have been mean per family stories. Maybe your ancestor was angry or sad. We're going to look at the clues that are within our paper trails that can tell us why possibly this ancestor was feeling or behaved the way they behaved. But then we're also going to look at historical context and just piece together a new narrative of also these factors could have influenced who they were and our perception of them. I also have another class breakdown, the unspoken effects of genealogy and military research, where we're going to talk about the physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual effects of doing this kind of work. This is a topic that not a lot of people talk about, but it hit home for me in August of 2018 when I was a caregiver to a very ill husband, and things got much more intense after that point, but I finally had vocabulary to put with all of the things I was feeling about being a caregiver. But what I discovered was being a caregiver and all of those emotions, I was also feeling as part of the military work I was doing and the genealogical work before that. But being immersed in so many death records and reading so many battle reports and visiting so many battlefields and cemeteries, it does begin to take a toll on you. And a lot of people don't talk about this. So we're going to dive into that, and you'll walk away from that webinar with some resources that you can explore on your own to see what works for you to keep your energy and your health higher and clearer, and maybe start to identify where you need to pull back a little bit or restructure how you're doing your work so that you're taking good care of you. Because the better we take care of ourselves, the more we can be of service to those that need our assistance. I also have another class called What's Wrong with Daddy? And in this, we're going to look at specifically World War II veterans, but what I'm teaching you applies to any war and any veteran coming home and the family system, whether you're in the US or Europe. That's where the focus will be for this class. We're going to ask the questions most people don't want to ask out loud, and we're too afraid to ask our families. But it is time to start looking at these things and stop being silent. And so I'm going to give you a few introductory tools in this class as we look at my own grandfather and his war experience. And then in October, during Family History Month, there will be a more advanced class where I'm going to take you deeper down the rabbit hole into some different kind of tools that can help you get a little bit clearer about what was going on in your family. What patterns are there? What are you carrying that you don't have to carry? And I think when you hear my story about my grandparents and how I was living a lot of the patterns of their life the last 6 years, you'll be shocked. And finally, I've got one more class for you. If you're interested in learning a way to communicate with your ancestors or your guides, I have a Writing to the Ancestors class. And this will be a 45-minute webinar with time for Q&A. And we're going to approach this in two ways. One, it's going to be more of kind of a research plan and just writing questions down that we have and looking at different aspects of that and how can that help us communicate with our ancestors. Because when we ask for help from them, our guides, whoever you believe in out in the universe, they will show up and help you. Then we're going to look at the other side of this, which is the more spiritual side. And I'm going to take you through an exercise of guided writing, where I'm going to teach you how to get in that space, how to set it up, how to ask your questions, and connect with your ancestors. It does take practice, but it can be done. And I'm going to tell you one very interesting way that I connected with my great-grandfather, Joseph, who became my guide in 2012 and helped shape shaped my life, my love life, my career, and just let me know that I was loved so much and protected so much, even when I felt very much alone. And I think you'll be a little bit surprised at the way that came through. But it's just another way and a fun way to connect to your ancestors. So if you're interested in these courses, the link is in the bio for the Coffee with My Ancestors series. You can choose one or all of the webinars. All of the information is there with the video to help you understand what each one is about. And if you have questions, you can always reach out to me on social media or send me an email at jennifer@ancestralsouls.com. And I look forward to walking these new paths with you. Have a beautiful day. Bye.